What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Rose back again, once again, with another classic. And today, people, we're going to break down this Blake Griffin, okay? Now, one thing I want to first off saying about my city is that we, as a whole, Detroit, 313-248-586, Southfield, Redford, wherever you from, stop accepting mediocrity, okay? The problem with us is, I hear a lot of people, Pistons fans, going out here talking about they'd rather have Avery Bradley and Tobias Harris over Blake Griffin. They'd rather have these two draft picks in which the Detroit Pistons do not draft well, okay? I mean, we could just go in recent memory, last few draft picks: Luke Kennard, Kyle Singler, KCP, Brandon Knight, Greg Monroe. Is any of them niggas playing any valuable minutes for any fucking body? Okay? So let's be real, okay? Let's be fucking real. If we gonna talk about motherfucking keeping anything or anybody on a certain fucking team or doing any shit like that, it has nothing to do with Avery Bradley. It has nothing to do with no goddamn Tobias Harris, okay? Tobias Harris never been an all-star. Avery Bradley never been an all-star. Actually, Avery Bradley, offensive, he okay offensive. I'm not gonna come out and say that he trash, okay? But Avery Bradley is an all-defensive player. He's Andre Roberson with a jump shot a little bit, okay? Let's not act like we really wanted Andre Roberson on our team. Let's not really act like we wanted J. Cole on our motherfucking team. Because was he averaging 20 points? Where was the Pistons at when J. Cole and Avery Bradley was doing their fucking work? We fucking outside the playoffs. In a weak-ass conference. Now, when we talk about, like I said, the draft picks, we never draft well. The players, meh. Blake Griffin, yes, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. What do we have as Detroit Pistons, as a Detroit fan, as a Detroit nigga, okay? What we have now is a Little Caesars Arena down there right across from Comerica Park, right down the street from Ford Field. We got a lot of shit going on downtown. And what I noticed when I watched Pistons games is that even though we were okay. We got these new jerseys, we got this new arena, we okay. We ain't got nobody filling these seats up. The games is really not even interesting to watch, because who is these niggas? LeBron come out there, is clearly LeBron about to win. The Warriors come, they clearly about to win, because you looking out there like, who do we have to hold shit down? See, this is why we have Matthew Stafford as our quarterback. And it's not Stafford, it's the line. Oh, it's not Stafford, it's the kicker. Oh, it's not Stafford, it's the rush. Oh, it's not Stafford, it's the second. Oh, it's not Stafford, it's the punt. Come on, man. How the fuck is Tom Brady the GOAT? How the fuck is Jordan the GOAT? We can say, okay, we can argue and say, thanks to Scotty. We can argue and say, you know what I'm saying, all this hypothetical shit. But the real fucking reason why these people get their accolades, why they become the best at their position, the greatest that they are, is because they got that dog in them. They want to win. They have to beat the odds. Right now for Blake Griffin, I love Blake Griffin coming for us, because now we got Blake Griffin for the next 4 years. He just got spited by the Los Angeles Clippers, which was a horrible franchise. Doc Rivers had to go. I felt like they should have been broke that team up, because in their mind they felt like they was competing with the Warriors. And like, let's be real, Chris Paul, you're not Steph Curry. You're a Hall of Fame point guard, possibly top 10, but you're not Steph Curry. You're not better than Steph Curry. DeAndre Jordan, can you shoot, bitch? Blake, shut the fuck up and just ball. Doc Rivers got to get fired now. Like, I really would have fired Doc before I got rid of Blake, but either way it go, Doc got to go too. And I'm not even trying to be like that. I'm black. I want to see black coaches in the NBA thriving, but Doc Rivers is a delusional ass nigga, okay? He is a delusional ass nigga. And I have nothing against Austin Rivers on the team. I have nothing against that. My whole problem is the fact that you believe in that old school bullshit you're doing. I really felt like if you would have kept the Clippers as Live City instead of whatever the fuck they was running under you, they probably would have won. But when I think about Blake now in the Eastern Conference has a chance to go back to the All-Star game after 3 years. Blake in the Eastern Conference has a chance to actually make it to a conference finals. Blake actually has an opportunity with this team to make it to a final. Like, we got to think about what just opened up for Blake Griffin. The Eastern Conference is wide open. Cleveland is on the way down. Boston, Toronto. You can argue if Toronto don't do it this year, they're on the way down. But you're looking at a team like Boston, Giannis, Philly, they on the come up. So Detroit, y'all could be right there, top 4, right there with them. And I like it because although it is kind of like a gamble, because we kind of like do or die on Blake now. If Blake don't do nothing, we just trade away some good pieces, some good young pieces, and Blake ain't gonna do shit, and he gonna be like 30 when his contract up. But what I do like is the fact that Detroit, it's a cold city. We pretty much a hybrid, okay? We get hot, we get cold, we get medium. But what I do like is that since it's not really a free agent destination, the free agents ain't going to be just lining up to say, okay, yeah, well, I'll be the first guy to come sign over there. We got Drummond. We got Blake. That's a better version to me than what the Clippers was, right? I would say Drummond is a tad bit better than DeAndre. And I would say Blake in Detroit in the Eastern Conference is an all-star every year as long as he suits up. So if we can figure out that point guard, that 2 guard, and Stanley Johnson at the 3. I like Stanley at the 3. Let Stanley get clocked because Stanley's the only person that we've seen who shown great potential but hasn't fully reached it yet. So let Stanley have the 3. But now you're telling me all we got to do is sign a great point guard or a great young 2 guard, and we're right there. We're right there. So with that being said, I need everybody who feels some type of way about the Blake Griffin trade to chill the fuck out because let's be real. Where was the Clippers going? The Clippers, what? The 9th seed in the West. The Pistons, what? They doing all right. They can make the playoffs in the East. We know the Clippers ain't doing shit now. You know, they're not doing shit. We never knew that. We never thought they were doing anything. You know? So, Blake on the East, he make the playoffs. We get big name free agents. We weren't going to draft well anyway. We weren't getting the top 4 pick anyway. Now, if we do get a top 4 pick, Stan Van Gundy, he fired at the guy. He fired the moment that shit turns out to be a top 4 pick. The moment that shit turns out to be a top 4 pick, Stan Van fucking Gundy is fired. But to the end, you know, I'm Team Blake. Bring Blake ass here. I got tickets on the fucking Valentine's Day, nigga. Now that goddamn game is a good game. I got Blake out there about to boom, man. I got a little thing out there with me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, thanks to the arena, thanks to the jerseys, thanks to 2018, Detroit, we striving for greatness. You might even see T Grizzly at the goddamn game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.